Hey, good morning, everybody. It is a short week. Man, it's already Wednesday. Crazy. Um, I don't have a lot to say. There's a couple of highlights I want to go through, and then I'll share my notes about church. Obviously, map testing starts today. We had to modify our schedule a little bit. So if you go under academics and go down to map testing, you'll see the document there. Eventually, there it is. So there's the map testing. So today, and then that's our one test for this week. It's math, and then we're going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Monday, Tuesday of reading and language usage, and then we'll start doing makeups in homeroom on Wednesday. Okay, so that's kind of the big thing this week. Second thing, schedule-wise, I'm going to be off campus all day today with our leadership team. The 7 of us meet once a quarter off-site. So if you have a moment to pray for that, that'd be awesome. We'd really appreciate that. We just have to make a lot of decisions, and covering it in prayer is always good. So anyway, and then schedule-wise, you'll see some K-8 musical auditions for middle school. Those are today from 4 to 6. And then callbacks are tomorrow. We have actually faith families this week. There's going to be praise and worship, faith families this week. So that's going to be cool. So that's tomorrow, faith families. Let's see. The 2023 auction, there's a link in there. I'm going to try and keep this updated as I get information. I'm going to post it here. And there's going to be a link here to purchase tickets. And so that's important. So there's a link there. If you want to purchase it, it's always an amazing time. Like really, really fun. Really, really fun. And then I'm just looking at my list here. On the 23rd, so next week on Tuesday, Tuesday is the middle school tailgate. Which is really fun. It's at the basketball games, and it's Chick-fil-A, and so that is under here. It's an activity or event, and you go middle school, elementary night at the basketball games. So here's some details here. And so you'll go on here and you'll RSVP. With Mrs. Deladone for the Chick-fil-A. So that's going to be awesome. Really, really fun. For those that wrapped up Spanish last semester, you still have access I'm going to pull up my notes here. You still have access to your Garbanzo account. So if you want to keep your Spanish going, highly recommend that. Then we have a premium account, so those are still up and running. It's not graded or anything, but it does allow you to continue reading and learning for your free time or in study halls or in the evenings or whatever. It's just a great way to use your time. On top of that, you can also do IXL, another great thing, especially hopefully you did a little bit of that over these last few days heading into our map test today. Okay, I think that's it. Dining Hall cleanup crew is MJ and Jack, Will, Micah, Talita, Nico, and Tice. Okay, so those are our cleanup crew. Short week, by the way, gang. You lucked out on that one. That's pretty good. And then I put some highlights here. Here's the tailgate, speech and debate, robotics club, some summer camps. Those are really starting to fill up. We are getting huge interest in summer camps, so get in there. Tons of sports camps and things like that. And then here's the map testing piece. So robotics, speech and debate club, the tailgate. Those are kind of highlights here. And then the executive functioning, which is under clubs, I believe. Yep, it's a club. So the executive functioning is also something that you can take advantage of as well. It's a great time to kind of help stay on top of things. So that is that. Okay. I think that is about it. So I got through the auction stuff, Garbanzo, the tailgate, different things like that. And then here's your highlights as well. And then Faith Families tomorrow. Cool. All right, let me talk a little bit about Spanish. Hello. Let me talk a little bit about church. We started the book of Jonah, and it's really interesting because the book of Jonah is literally 2.5 pages. At least in the Bibles at church, it's 2.5 pages. So it's really, really short. And Jonah is called a minor prophet. And so we took a look at chapter 1, verses 1, 2, and 3. That's it, just 3 verses. And the book is about Jonah, but it's more about God, right? So what God is here's the message. God is saying, get up and go. God is a sending God. God is saying to each one of you, get up and go tell people about God, about me. Not me, about capital M me, about God. And so God is saying, get up and go. Get up and go. And so I took that to say, I like to share about the good news. I meet with these guys that I'm not sure if there's a Christian bone in their body, but I meet with them and I don't beat them over the head with it. But it's these 4 guys. They're actually, our daughters played club soccer together for years and years and years. And we just stayed in touch, even though my daughter's club, she hasn't played club in years. So I witness more by the words I use. So like they use bad words, and I don't, right? So, and so sitting with them and being with them, I try and witness to them. So that's sort of my quote unquote mission field. Because I'm not a get out and preach it and get on the corner and hand out Bibles. Like that's not my gig. It's not my gig. I don't feel called to go halfway around the world and be a missionary. I'm glad there's others that do. I just don't feel that. It's okay. God has put us each in our roles. But God does say, get up and go. Now, get up and go might be, again, in your neighborhood, the words that you use with maybe your friends that are not Christians, or maybe your friends that are Christians that use those words, or maybe they're your classmates that use those words and you don't, or something like that. So there's other ways to be a witness, to honor the command from God to get up and go, right? Jonah got up and went, but he went the opposite direction. God said go that way, he went that way. Right? And so he didn't listen. So what we need to do is say, okay, God is saying, get up and go. And we're going to say, okay, where can I get up and go to? It could be witnessing to the person sitting next to you. It could be the person on your team. It could be the person in your neighborhood. It could be someone in your family. It could be your cousin. It could be whatever. But God says, get up and go and share about me. And again, you don't have to go halfway around the world to do it, although that's amazing and it's great. But sometimes just right in your backyard or within 10 feet of you is where you need to get up and go. So anyway, that's the message that I took away. And then Pastor Joel mentioned a book by Tim Keller about Jonah. So I read about half that yesterday. Oh, my word, it is such a good book. Woo, it's convicting, but man, it's really, really good. So anyway, that's it. Remember, again, I'm off campus all day today. So by the time you're seeing this, I am probably starting my meetings. So anyway, love you all. Be good. We'll see you around. Take care. Glad you're back.